Okay, hello teachers. Today, my group as Group 1 will present about the global marketplace and sustainable marketing in the chapter 19 and 20. First, what is a global firm? A global firm is the firm that are operating in more than one countries and gain R&D, productions, marketing, and financial advantage in its cost to reputations that are not available to purely domestic competitors. Next, I will give you the information, the diagram of major international marketing decisions. First is the looking at the global marketing environment. Next stage is deciding whether to go global. The first stage is deciding which marketing to enter. Besides, deciding how to enter the marketing is one of the stages in the marketing international marketing decisions. Decision on the global marketing program is the next step, and the final step is deciding on the global marketing organizations. As you can see at below, the element I will give you the information about the element of global marketing environment. It include the international trade system, economic communities, economic environments, political legal environments, and cultural environments. So, what is the impact of a marketing strategy's culture? Uh, Whereas the marketing worry about the impact of the global culture on their marketing strategies, and other might worry about the impact of marketing strategy on the global cultures. For example, the social strategy contains the large Americans multinationals such as McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Nike, or the Google, Disney, and Facebook aren't just globalizing their brands, they are Americanizing the world cultures. Uh, Next, besides, what is the impact of the culture on the marketing strategies? The seller must understand the way that the customer in the different countries think about the users and product before planning the marketing program. They are often surprised. For example, the average French may use the Oma twice as many domestic and grooming as his wife, and the Germans and the French eat more packages branded spaghetti than the Italian do. 49% of the Chinese eat on the way to work. Next, I will, I will show you about the indicator of the market potentials. In this, we have five stages. First, demographic characteristics. We include education, population size and growth, population age composition, social culture factors, in particular the customer lifestyle, beliefs, and values. Next is the business norm and approaches, cultural and social form, and final is language. Geographic characteristics include the climate, countryside, pollution density, urban, rural, transportation structure, and market accessibility. Moreover, we have the political and legal factors. These include nation priorities, political stabilities, government attitude toward global trade, government bureaucracy, monetary and trade regulations. The final is economic factor. Is include GDP size, growth, income distributions, in industrial infrastructures, natural resource, and financial human resource. And next step, my teammate will introduce the next part is important too.
So the next part of chapter 19 is deciding how to enter the markets. So we are listed four key elements of these parts, but the first one is exporting. The simple way to enter a foreign market is through exporting. The company may passively export its surplus from time to time, or it may make an active commitment to expand export to a particular market. In either case, the company produces all its goods in its home country It may or may not modify them for the export market. Exporting involves the lead train in the company product line. Exporting working through independence in international marketing intermediary. Yeah, indirect exporting involves less investment because the firm does not require an overseas marketing organization or network. It also involves less risk. International market intermediary bring know-how to service to the customer and relationship. So next key element is the joint venturing. The second method of entering a foreign market by joint venturing. Joining with the foreign company to produce a market product or services. Joint venturing differs from exporting in that the company joins with a host country partner to sell or market abroad. It differs from direct investment in that in association is formed with someone in the foreign country. There are four types of joint venturing of is combined licensing, contract manufacturing, management, contracting, and joint ownership. So now we will move on to the importance of joint venturing is the management contracting. Under management contracting, the domestic firm provide the management know-how to a foreign company that supply the capital. In other words, domestic firm export management service rather than product. Hilton uses arrangements in managing hotel around the world. For example, the hotel chain operates DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel in countries ranging from the UK and Italy to Peru and Costa Rica to China or Russia. The property are locally owned, but Hilton manages the hotel with its world-renowned hospitality expertise. And the last key is the direct investment. The biggest involvement in the foreign markets come through direct investment in development of foreign-made assembly or manufacturing facility. For example, in addition to joint ownership venture and in China, or Intel has also made substantial investment in its own manufacturing and research facility there. It's recently spent $1.6 billion operating its DKO chip factory in the central Chinese city of Chengdu and another $2.5 billion to build a shiny new fabrication plant in Dalian. So the next part is deciding on the global market program. We have a standard global marketing and adapt global marketing. Company that operates in one or more foreign markets must decide how much is it all to adapt the marketing strategy and program to local condition. At one extreme, global company that are standardized global marketing, essentially using the same marketing strategy, approach, and marketing mix worldwide. At the other extreme is the adapted global marketing. In this case, the producer adjusts the marketing strategy and mix element to its largest market, resulting in more cost but hopefully producing a large market share and return. On the other hand, the marketing concept, how does marketing program will be more engaging if tailored to the unique needs of each targeted customer group. If this concept applies within the country, it should apply even more across to international markets. Despite global convergence, consumers in different countries still have a widely varying cultural background. They still differ significantly in their niche and want, spending power, and product preferred and shopping habits. So now in the street product extension, yeah, uh, product invention consider creating something new to meet the needs of consumer in a given country. As the markets have gone global, company regarding from applicant manufacturing and can makers to candy or soft drink producer have a developers product that meet the special purchasing needs of low-income consumer in developing economy. So product adaptation involves changing in the product to meet the local requirement, condition, or want. For example, in the United States, Dunkin' Donuts sell was all glasses, powder, sugar, jelly, cream filled, and chocolate conveyed. But in South Korea, however, you will find a liu. oil or tapioca that do not grow tremendously in China that can will serve a different uh, products. And so how about the international price? Company also face many consideration in setting the international price. Um, we can see the market price is power term globally, so it could set a uniform price globally, but this amount will be high of a price in poor country and not high enough in rich one. It contrasts what consumer in each country will bear, but this strategy ignores difference in the actual cost from country to country. Finally, the company consumer standards may cut a bit squat everywhere, but it approach my price, market out of the markets in some countries where costs are high. So the last part of chapter 19 is deciding on the global marketing organization. Company manage their international marketing activity in at least three different ways. Most companies first organize an export department, then create an international division, and finally become a global organization. A firm normally gets into international markets by simply shipping out its goods. If its international sales expand, the company will establish an export department or the franchise with a sales manager and a few assistants. A sales increase, the export department can expand to include various marketing services so that it can actively go after business. If the firm moves into joint venture or direct investment, the export department will no longer to be adapted. So the next part of our representation will be presented by my team member.
Everyone, today I will summarize chapter 20. First is sustainable marketing, and this is meeting the needs of the consumer and businesses while preserving or enhancing the ability of future generations to meet their needs. As you can see on the screen, the figure compare the sustainable marketing concept we studied in earlier chapters. The marketing concepts mean meeting the current needs of both customer and the company, but that can sometimes mean compromising the future of both. Sustainable marketing means meeting current needs in a way that preserves the rights and options of future generations of consumer and business. Whereas the societal marketing concept identify in figure consider the future welfare of consumer and the strategic planning concept consider future company needs. The sustainable marketing concept consider both. Next, I will talk about social criticism of marketing. First is about high price. In complaint, price are too high due to high cost of distribution, advertising, and promotion, excessive markups. And the response is intermediaries are important and offer value. Advertising informed buyer of ability and merits of a brand, and consumer that understand the cost of doing business. In deceptive practice, the company use deceptive practice that leads customers to believe that they will get more value than they actually do. This practice falls into three categories: deceptive pricing, deceptive promotion, and deceptive packaging. Uh, regarding in response, support legislation to protect consumers from deceptive practice, mark, make lies clear, exit deception, alluring imageries, and puffery. Uh, include products that are harmful, products that provide little benefit, and products that are not made well. Next is high pressure selling. In complaint, salespeople use high pressure selling that persuades people to buy goods that they had no intention of buying. And about response, most selling involve building long-term relationship with valued customer. High pressure or deceptive selling can damage this relationship. Moving on is sorry harmful unsafe product. Products have poor quality, provide little benefit, and can be harmful. And The response is good marketer realize there is no value in marketing shoddy, harmful or unsafe product. Next is planned obso- obsolescence. The producer causes their product to become obsolete, and planned obsolescence is really the result of a competitive market. In poor service to disadvantaged consumers, the American marketers serve disadvantaged customers poorly, and in response, some marketers professionally target these customers, and the FTC has taken action against marketers that do. In terms of false one and too much materialism, the marketer system urges that too much interest in material possessions and about response, people do have strong defense against advertising and other marketing tools. Next is to feel social goods. The business oversells private goods at the expense of public goods, and about response, there needs to goods. About the cultural pollution, in the complaint, marketing and advertising create cultural pollution, and in response, marketing and advertising are planned to reach only target audience and consumer has alternative. And the last one I would like to summarize is marketing impact on other business. There are three key points. First is acquisition of competitors, barriers to entry, and the last is unfair competitive marketing practice.
Now let's talk about consumer action to promote sustainable marketing. Sustainable marketing calls for responsible action by both businesses and consumers because some people view businesses as the cause of many economic and social ills. Grassroots movements have arisen from time to time to keep business in line. Two mature movements and have been consumerism and environmentalism. In comparing these rights, many believe that the balance of powers lie on the seller side. True, it's true, the buyer can refuse to buy, but critics feel that buyer has too little information, education, and protection to make wise decisions when facing sophisticated sellers. Consumers avoid call for the following as additional consumer right: it's the right to be informed about important aspects of the product, the right to be protected against questionable product and marketing practices, the right to influence product and marketing practices in ways that will improve quality of life, the right to consume now in a way that will preserve the world for future generations of cons- consumers. Sustainable marketing applies not only to businesses and government but also to consumers. Ultimately, the move from irresponsible consumption not sustainable consumption is in the hand of consumer. Let's talk about the environmentalism. Environment Environmentalism is an organized movement of citizens and government citizen business and government agencies decide to protect and improve people, current and future living environment. Sustainable marketing apply. The goal of the marketing system not to be to maximize consumption, consumer choice or consumer satisfaction, but rather to maximize life quality. Environmentalists are not anti-marketing or anti-consumption; they simply want people and the organizations to operate with greater environmental sensitivity. About internal and external greening activity, pollution prevention, elimin- eliminating or reducing waste before it's a this is internal or today greening. About tomorrow beyond greening is a new clean technology, developing new sets of environmental skill and capability. It's also internal. About external, in today greening, Europe is a product stewardship, minimizing environmental impact throughout the entire product life cycle. About tomorrow's beyond greening is the sustainability vision is the external. Let's talk about public action to realize marketing. The the buyer have to fight with uh, manage the issue and they have to take to make many important decision. Let's talk about the business action towards sustainable marketing. There are five sustainable marketing principles of first and foremost is a consumer-oriented marketing. Second is a customer value marketing. Third one is innovative marketing, and fourthly is signal missing marketing. Finally, is societal marketing. About marketing ethics and the sustainable company. Good ethics are cornerstone of sustainable marketing. In the long run, unethical marketing harms customer and society as a whole. Further, it eventually damages a company reputation and effectiveness. Jeopardizing its very survival. Thus, sustainable marketing goals of long-term consumer and business welfare can be achieved only through ethical marketing conduct. Con- the conscientious marketer face many moral dilemmas. The best thing to do is often unclear. Because not all the managers have fine moral sensitivities, companies need to develop corporate pro- marketing policy guidelines, and everyone in the organization must follow these policies should cover distributor relations, advertising standards, customer service, pricing, product development, and general ethical standards. Finally, the sustainable company as a foundation of marketing is a belief that company that fulfills a unique and wants of customer will thrive. Company that fund to meet customer needs or that intentionally or unintentionally harm customer, others in society or future generation will decline. Sustainable marketing provides a context in which companies can engage customers and build profitable relationships with, with them by creating values for customers in order to capture value from customers in return now and in the future. That's the end is the end of our group's presentation. Thank you for watching.